He was my best friend. She was my fiancée. Now they're both strangers to me. Am I the jerk for thinking about leaving my fiancée after catching her kissing my best friend? Have you ever felt the kind of betrayal that makes your chest ache and your world crumble in an instant? What would you do if the person you planned to marry and your best friend both shattered your trust in one single moment? Let me share my story with you, and maybe you can help me figure out what to do next. My name is Ethan, and I'm 29 years old. For the past year, I've been engaged to Lila, my partner of 3 years. To say she's the love of my life would be an understatement. Lila has this way of lighting up every room she walks into, making even the most mundane days feel special. I thought we were solid. Our relationship wasn't perfect. No, one's is. But we communicated well and always worked through our issues together. I truly believed we had something unbreakable. Ryan, my best friend since high school, was practically family to me. We grew up in the same neighborhood, played on the same basketball team, and stood by each other through thick and thin. If someone had told me a week ago that he would be part of the biggest betrayal of my life, I'd have laughed in their face. But here I am, questioning everything. Last weekend, I went on a camping trip with some friends at Olympic National Park, about 2 hours from Seattle. The plan was to unplug, relax, and enjoy nature for 2 full days. But something kept nagging at me the entire time. I couldn't shake this uneasy feeling, like something was off back home. Maybe it was my imagination, or maybe it was my gut trying to warn me. Either way, I decided to head back a day early. As I drove home, I imagined how surprised Lila would be. I could almost see her smile, hear her laugh, and feel her arms around me as I walked through the door. I stopped at a bakery on the way to pick up her favorite pastries, thinking it would make the surprise even sweeter. But sweet wasn't what I found when I got home. The house was eerily quiet when I walked in. The usual hum of the TV or Lila's soft singing from the kitchen was missing. I set the pastry box on the counter and called out, "Lila, I'm home." No answer. That's when I heard it. Soft, muffled laughter coming from the living room. My heart lifted for a moment. Maybe she had a friend over. But as I walked closer, the laughter shifted into hushed whispers. My chest tightened. I turned the corner, and there they were. Lila and Ryan, my fiancé and my best friend. Lila's hands were tangled in Ryan's hair, and his arms were wrapped around her waist. Their faces were so close, it took me a second to realize they were kissing. Deeply, like they had no care in the world. I froze. My brain screamed at me to do something. Yell. Throw something. Demand an explanation. But my body wouldn't move. When Lila finally noticed me, she gasped and pushed Ryan away, her face pale as a ghost. "Ethan, I can explain," she stammered. Ryan didn't say a word. He just sat there, his face buried in his hands, as if that would erase what I'd just seen. I don't remember much after that. I think I said something like, "Don't bother," before turning around and walking out the door. I drove aimlessly for hours, the image of them together replaying in my mind like a broken record. How could this happen? Lila and Ryan had always been friendly. Sure, but I never thought they were that close. Did I miss the signs? Was I blind to something that had been happening right under my nose? By the time I reached my friend Sam's apartment, it was nearly midnight. He opened the door, saw the look on my face, and said, "Ethan, what's wrong?" I told him everything, every painful detail. He listened quietly, his face a mix of shock and anger. When I finished, he said, "Man, you need to cut them both out of your life. No second chances." But is it really that simple? Since that night, Lila has been texting and calling non-stop. Her messages are a mix of apologies and pleas for forgiveness. "Ethan, it was a mistake. I was drunk. It didn't mean anything." Ryan, on the other hand, has said very little. He sent one text. "I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what I was thinking." That's it. No explanation. No attempt to make things right. The worst part? I still love Lila. Or at least I think I do. But how can I move forward with someone who broke my trust so completely? And that's where I'm at now. My heart is telling me to listen to Lila's apologies, to believe that it was a one-time mistake. But my mind keeps replaying that scene in the living room, and I wonder if I'll ever be able to trust her. Or Ryan again. So, I need your help. What would you do if you were in my shoes? Would you give Lila another chance and try to rebuild your relationship? Or is this kind of betrayal unforgivable? Let me know in the comments. I'll be reading every single one. Because right now, I don't know how to move forward. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. And don't forget to subscribe to Every Story Matters for more captivating tales. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a story that could inspire, surprise, or even change your life. Because here, every story matters. See you in the next one.